Muthoni here, and welcome to my kitchen. I had talked about the fact that I was going to start doing food videos, and it has also been requested before because I share a lot of food photos on my Instagram, my Twitter, and just my social media platforms. So finally, this is happening, and this is so exciting. So today, I'm going to do my fast food video, and today we're baking. So, because this is the one thing I love doing the most. I bake a lot, and I have mentioned this 1,010 times. I bake like 3 times a week. So today I'm going to show you how I make my vegan red velvet cupcakes. These ones are very good for anyone who does not like eating any dairy. If you do not ingest any dairy or any animal products, this will be really good for you. And if you're also allergic to eggs, this would work perfectly. So how about we just get right into the video. To start with, the first thing I do is I line my cupcake pan with cupcake papers or lining paper. I have, told you I bake a lot. Look at all this. Yeah. So I do this and then I set this aside. The recipe that I'm going to share today makes 12 to 13 cupcakes. So I'll just throw this in here. Okay. So I'll start by lining my cupcake pan and then set this aside. So I've lined my pan and then I'll just set this aside. Also, before we go any further, you should always make sure that you preheat your oven. So I've set my oven at 200 degrees. You should note that each oven is different, so you need to understand your oven. Bowl, you'll get your whisk, but first thing, I do the dry ingredients first together and then the wet ingredients and then just combine them. I find like that works really best for me. And my flour, you will need one and a quarter cups of flour. This is all-purpose flour. So we'll just go in with that first. It's refined sugar, so you don't want to use a lot of sugar. So I just take 3/4, and then I add a half a teaspoon of baking soda and half a teaspoon of baking powder. I just do a half a teaspoon or a pinch of salt, but I just go with half a teaspoon. And then just for some gist, I usually go in with a dash of cinnamon because I like cinnamon, so not much, just a bit. And then I mix this together. Mix this very well because you want to make sure that the baking soda and the baking powder are completely mixed in with the rest of your ingredients. After that, I set this aside and then I go in to mix my liquids. In a different container, I mix in my liquids. I normally use almond milk or soy milk or oat milk, but I've run out of my alternative milk, so I'll just use water. When I don't have milk, I just go in with water. So you need 1 cup of water. But don't worry because you're going to add oil and they don't mix, but it's okay. It's just that the point is to just have your liquids in one place. And then I do 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I normally use unfiltered apple cider vinegar, but I've run out of that. But I have filtered apple cider vinegar, so I'll just put 1 tablespoon of that. Most of the times I actually just eyeball this stuff, but these are usually my measurements. And then I'll go in with, this is vanilla extract. I usually buy my vanilla extract in bulk and then I just use it till it runs out. So I'll do a tablespoon of vanilla extract. And then we're going to do a third of oil. So you can use vegetable oil or canola oil. I like canola oil better, but I'll use what I have right now. So I'll just go in with 1/3 cup. So remember, this has water, so it's not really going to mix, but the idea is to have your liquids in one place. And then I go in with my food color. I like adding my food color here instead of once I have mixed in my batter. And then I'm going to just mix this in with my dry ingredients. So I'm going to mix the dry and the wet. I just pour this in. I create, just make a well in the middle of your bowl and then just pour in your wet ingredients. So I'm going to add a bit more color to this. And then just mix this. So do not overmix your batter. Just make sure you have no lumps. And this should be the consistency you're going for the cupcakes. And then now we're going to fill in the cupcake liners and then throw this into the oven. When it comes to filling my cupcake, I like using my ice cream scoop. It works really well, but you have to be very careful to not just pour the butter all over. So the advantage of this is the fact that the consistency in amount, and then just fill in your liner a third way to the top, like 2/3 or 3/4, but I usually go with 2/3. And this is ready to go into the oven for 20 minutes. This is what this looks like. I told you this recipe makes 12 cupcakes. So this is all the batter I made. I have none left. So we have this. Now we'll throw this into the oven. Leave this in there for 20 minutes and I'll show you the result. So it has been about 30 minutes. I took them out after 20 minutes and then I gave them 10 minutes to cool down before we take them out of the pan. So to always determine if they're ready, once you get them out of the oven, the first thing you do is, before you get them out, put in a toothpick, take it out, and if it's clean, they're ready. So this is what they look like. And we're just going to bite into one so that you see how nice and moist they are on the inside. I will not be adding any frosting to them because my coconut cream is still chilling. So what I do is I usually frost. My icing is made out of coconut cream and icing sugar. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're going to try these cupcakes, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you would like to subscribe, just click anywhere over here and you'll be subscribed to my channel. If you would like to watch my previous videos, just go down here, you'll see that. And if you would like to get in touch with me on social media, send me an email or check out my website. My information is just to the side. And I guess I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.